Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to Modern Family Season 1, Episodes 13 and 14. So not much to say here at the intro, just excited to get into more Modern Family, hoping to laugh and have a good time. As always, you want to watch along the full unedited reaction that is up on Patreon, along with future reactions of Modern Family if you don't want to wait and you'd care to support the channel. Let's just get right into it. Modern Family Season 1, Episodes 13 and 14.
People change. Well, that is a tough one. She's changed. She used to be very supportive of me.
This is an eternal debate, though. I think people can change, but slowly. And a lot of times, no.
No! Make it stop!
Claire struggles with technology.
So do I. I'm like Claire in that way.
Phones, computers.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Dylan.
You know I can see you, right?
Oh, I did not know that.
Should be back in just a minute.
Thank you. I can't point it at the TV when I want to watch the TV.
Why not? Why not?
His wife, you don't love me anymore. His heart, boom, quadruple vibe.
What a coinky dink. I was just getting some flowers. Hilarious card for her at home. Key Antonio Banderas tie. Thank you for last noche. And find my pantalones.
Oh, shoot.
Sorry, guys, this is Cameron, friend of my son's.
A friend. A friend.
You guys look like a scene out of Jersey Boys.
Shoot. I don't get that reference either, but I think for different reasons.
Manny, are you wearing aftershave?
Yes.
Of course he is.
This will be the first time she will ever smell me. I met her in an online book club. Like vampire fiction and the romance of eternal life.
All right. Reading some Twilight here.
Even picked out the lunch menu. The soup is like the blood and the vampires like to eat the blood. Was me to take them out for ice cream because Manny likes ice cream.
That's a good enough reason. She got so serious when she said that.
Hi, I'm Whitney.
Wait. Manny hasn't met her yet, right? Yeah, that face. To cancel the date right now. It's over.
Voice command thingy. Yeah, here, check it out. CD player, next track.
CD player.
CD player, track.
Air conditioner on.
I mean, this is true, though. This is how it works.
Referred to me as a friend of my son.
That's a little disrespectful.
I wasn't offended by it.
Well,
You weren't?
Phil is a friend of Claire's.
I've heard him call Phil a lot worse. Just
That's true. I could see that.
He doesn't like it. He knows where he can go. Hell.
Mexican food.
Shut up.
I had to actually come out to my dad 3 times, hoping he heard it wrong. Dad, I'm gray.
this labor with me took 36 hours because I came out of the womb like this. Hello!
Where'd you get that?
I don't know, it was a gift.
It's very soft, you know?
Thank you. Talk to you for a second.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Be right back.
Good seeing you.
What was that little moment, right?
Friend of my son, that's how you introduce Cam?
Look at these guys.
They're not the ones that are uncomfortable with this. You are. You've never been completely accepting of me, and
Is that true?
I create an awkward situation.
friend Shorty there, gay as they come.
Oh, was that what was going on?
You couldn't be more wrong about
You could not be more wrong about a lot of things.
That's a great coat.
Yeah, later.
He might be right? Jay's gonna rethink everything. Knowing Jay, though, I think he's gonna reflect on what Mitch said here.
Can't get the sound to work.
That thing where you get frustrated and you start pressing all the buttons.
No.
The denial. I love it, Claire.
Used to talk to me like a child.
Flake button makes it cold. Or makes it hold. The little flame makes it.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry.
It's okay.
How could I be so stupid? What kind of 11-year-old talks like that?
No soul.
That is very true. It's a very good description for him.
I'll just be alone for the rest of my life, and that's okay.
Oh, dang.
Love is just around the corner. I'm from a neighborhood with a lot of prostitutes.
Defied love. Defied love.
The lipstick, the hair, push-up bra, you know.
Matter, I'm never gonna be as pretty as you.
Believe me, this takes a lot of work.
The florist, and he said, oh, don't worry about it. They're gonna come back. They've crossed to the other side.
My father introduces you as a friend of my son. Doesn't faze you in the least.
I think he is upset.
My dad used to call me every Saturday at 6 p.m. The courage to tell him. After that, I pretty much just talked to my mom.
Dang.
I'm not crying.
I'm home.
Oh, that's sad. That's really sad.
You have such a nice family.
You two know each other how?
She's my date.
Of course she is.
Probably didn't turn out how you wanted it either.
If neither of us is with anybody in 10 years, how about you and me give it a shot?
No.
That's disturbing, but maybe.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't leave her alone with him.
Mitchell says Shorty's gay.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, come on.
You should talk to him.
What? We're guys. We don't open up.
Made it very easy for Mitch to come out of the closet.
Yeah.
Mitch might make over.
He is thinking about it, though.
Want to help them change their life. Hinting that you should call your friend,
Yes,
okay?
I'm getting
Okay.
I mean, come on. How could you miss that hint?
Daddy in the his house.
Okay, Claire's amazing. Claire is just amazing. Perfect.
Hey, would you do that to a brand new, very expensive?
Because it deserved it.
You're not exactly the best student.
Smart. I had a 4.0 in college.
Say, but it doesn't help with technology.
Cheerleading in my college was cool. The football players were so jealous they would go to their parties.
Is that why? Is that why? Jealousy.
You owe me an apology for breaking
I
that.
apologize for breaking the world's worst remote. But, stupidly.
A new remote, the same remote. Teach our dumbest kid how to use it in 20 minutes or less. Luke.
Understands electronics. Haley.
Oh.
Yeah, hey.
Oh, dang, dang.
Apologize.
This is the real
Really?
challenge. Takes after her mom.
I demanded that they come exchange. I got all medieval on the florist.
Did you put them in the microwave? Are you crazy?
I said very displeased, and I used my cowboy voice. I'm microwaving them so they look bad again.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're in denial. You are
Oh, no.
upset by what Jay said.
Florist.
Hi, yes. Come on in.
I don't know what happened. They just somehow lost their vigor.
Oh
came
my
home.
gosh. They came that way.
Look at that. Two things flaming at once.
Not gonna save the moment.
Show you.
Yeah, no, it's
No. Don't fight me. Now turn those hips. Spread them. That's it.
Let's get a coffee.
Sure.
And now choose watch DVD.
What?
Bribe her, offer her, like, you know, I don't know, party time or something.
Mom doesn't think you can.
Nobody can.
I know this seems impossible.
All right, it's a pep talk instead.
I told you she was right, and you knew she was wrong.
Ooh, this is a good angle, actually. Come on.
I'll do it.
Come on.
That's my girl.
You know, that guy's got a beautiful story.
Well played, Phil.
We know each other a long time, right?
What, 30 years?
And
That is a long time.
you got a secret that's...
Heard something, right?
Well, I had the same situation with my son.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they gonna be talking about the same thing?
Just want you to know that you can open up, that I'm gonna do all I can to help you.
It's not gonna be the same situation.
I never said this out loud before to anyone, but I guess if I did, it would be you.
What is he gonna confess?
I owe a bookie 20 G's, and he's a serious guy. And you offering to give me the dough?
Wait a minute, you're not gay?
I'm talking about gay. My father was a tailor. Are you calling my father gay?
No.
You weren't lending me 20 G's. I knock you out right now.
Well, now you have to loan out 20 grand. Holy.
Cash would be better.
Good thing Jay has money, man.
Let's do this.
Turn on the TV.
Can Haley succeed?
Nice.
Okay.
Unmute it.
Good start.
Skip forward.
Wait.
Ooh, Phil, are you sweating?
Okay, back to TV.
Wow, wow.
When I do this. Oh!
Phil's face. Phil's face.
Panic, we went through this.
Give up, admit defeat.
Haley.
Okay.
Use the force.
Remote onto TV mode and... Woo!
Oh, dang, perfect. Well done. Phil wins. They're bonding and defeating the mom. That's amazing.
House is smarter than me.
No, honey, you're missing the point. 20 minutes, so think how fast you can learn it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mitchell, it's me.
Haley, you were being set up.
I'm here to let you know your gaydar is broken.
He's just in debt.
So I made that up to mess with you for dissing Cam.
What?
Oh, really?
$20,000. Turns out what he is a lousy gambler.
I'm proud of you, Dad. You're growing.
Don't you see how hard this is for me? I got a house looks like Little Columbia. I got a gay son and a Chinese.
Vietnamese.
Only you would know the difference.
Okay, don't worry, Dad.
Whoa!
Look at you.
She's so proud.
Fighting men off with a stick.
To thank you for babysitting Lily again is a spectacular dress.
Her hair.
Oh my gosh, it's like Barbara Streisand. Who is reading the Forevers?
I am.
Oh, no. She's gonna think. Oh, she's gonna get the wrong idea.
I just met the sweetest guy named Cameron.
Oh, I
think
knew
he
it.
might be the one.
I knew it. No.
Change? I don't know.
Now you know what they say. They're always gay or married.
15%. That's how much change if they really want to.
I actually kind of agree with that. 15% is not nothing, you know. What's Claire gonna do?
Sweetie, wake up. I need you to teach me to use the TV. Why can't Dad teach you? Because we're married.
Oh, that's amazing, Claire.
Yeah, 15%. Sometimes that's just enough.
Yeah, I actually think that's a pretty good take.
The great Michael Bublé.
Gloria's gonna love it.
No, I'm talking about you and me.
Take Gloria.
I like your hair. Who does your hair? Yo, handsome. Who does your hair?
Now Jay's confused. Like, hold on.
If we collect enough bottles, they build a school in Africa. Cool to go to a school made out of bottles. Nobody make a big deal about it, but I just broke up with Dylan.
No.
Phil's reaction. Dang.
Idiot who bangs his head every time he rides his bike out of his garage.
I'm sorry for both of you. I'll have to text him later.
My friend Valerie, we used to work together.
You worked? I can't imagine you working.
Look. Your mom works very hard. Now she works for us.
Working girl.
That movie's so clutch.
I've never seen it.
Well, then why'd you quit?
Old-fashioned, but I wanted to focus on raising a
Yeah, to
family.
raise the family, right?
Gloria got into a little car accident the first time that my dad asked me for legal advice. It's nice. It's nice to know that he respects me.
Okay, cool.
My dream for him is that one day he'll be on the Supreme Court.
Why, Cam?
I can tell everyone my partner is one of the Supremes.
Oh my gosh.
Speed versus grace, brute force
Let's
versus...
just do this.
Been trying for months.
I have been avoiding this day like the plague. The locker room atmosphere. With a gay guy, it's just not going to be the same.
Let you see the hell.
What? Someone put.
I call myself a sales friend. It's me. I don't take kindly to it when someone Tom Selleck's my bus bench.
I mean, that's just gonna happen.
I'm not losing this sale. You take an Elm when you come. I saw it, Barbara.
And what can you do in this situation, right?
Showers are private, in case you wondered.
I wasn't. It's a surprise. Boxers. Well, I just always pictured you as a tidy-whitey.
Time you picture me, leave the underwear out of it. Trash talk to get me out of my... God, what the hell is it?
Our butts pressed against each other. This can't be your first moon landing. It happened after a shower.
Enough.
We call that a splashdown.
I never knew that.
No, that's not always how you look. We're over.
See if we can't turn this thing around.
Important phone calls.
Some guys just do not know how to play it.
What are you doing?
I dug it out of the Halloween stuff to see what people think.
Well, that's the first reaction. What does that tell you, Phil?
Great advice from someone who leads or from someone who follows. I'm betting
They don't want someone with a fake mustache.
people are gonna see this and say, that guy's high.
They might. They might.
So we're gonna have to shut down your water. If you happen to need it, there's a porta potty out front.
Nice mustache.
You too, brother.
You too, brother.
Savor that moment. Feels like, I rest my case. I rest my case.
Leave it. Oh my God, they're gorgeous. Great with him. I'm so happy for you. Really.
Oh, I know her.
That you're happy. You. Well,
That's Minnie Driver, right? Oh my gosh.
you're the mommy, the yummy mommy mama person.
Gave up your career.
You're kind of squeezing the ring right into my finger. And just then it hit me. She was jealous of me.
Ah, that's what's going on. Okay.
You're on the 23rd floor? I'm on the 24th floor. Wow, that's insane. If you hadn't left, it probably would have been you.
Not making Claire feel any better here.
I was driving. Out of nowhere, he hits me. Yes,
Right.
a crazy driver.
Is that what happened?
Used to never let people in. Now I do. Just not getting that metaphor.
It all happened so fast, just like they say.
Yeah.
Was he coached to say? Why am I suspicious of this story?
I need to tie my shoe.
Okay.
He's gonna tell Mitch the truth.
Don't talk. Listen. It was her fault.
See, I knew it.
Take pictures. I'm not hungry. That was a mistake. Now she'll know something's up. She cut that guy off. She's a terrible driver. She's a danger to us all.
Parked, and then he cut her off.
It looks parked when you're going 100 miles an hour.
Holy.
Can't take criticism about her driving. She honked so long, the horn ran out. I've said too much already.
Now what is Mitch gonna do though, right?
Boom! Lucky shot!
Getting crushed, Jay.
For the first half of the game, I was distracted by what happened in the locker room.
Oh, don't make excuses.
To you, it's like rocket fuel.
Bumps to everybody. It's like a high five. It's a low two.
Prove that you won only because I was distracted.
How could you possibly?
Rematch right here, right now.
Go up against me again?
Yes. No! Damn it!
Did you know that the accident was Gloria's fault?
Yes. If she hit 10 cars, I wouldn't be surprised. Someone has to tell her she's in the wrong and better you than me.
Oh, okay.
Text me as a lawyer, and really you're just throwing me to the wolves.
Can it be both?
Your gay son's the only one tough enough to stand up to your wife?
Go get him, Rocky.
Not bothered one bit.
Did you ever get serious with anyone? Oh, no, I hope not. It's fun. I'm up for the Paris job. Yeah, no, I mean, I'll never get it, but it'd be great.
She's gonna get it, isn't she?
Lovers or one of. I have Paris, New York, Miami.
Holy.
When I'm forgetting my lover, I'm forgetting my lover.
That poor forgotten lover.
Oh, hey, hold on. Cross your fingers. Getting the one job in the whole company that everyone coveted and a lover of that. Okay.
She's like, please don't get it, please don't get it, please don't get it.
I haven't made a decision there. Come on, it's me. What are friends for? Bad news. I got it. Oh my God. I'm the head of Europe. Oh, you know. Why didn't you tell me when you first heard? Because, you know. She pitied me. Take her back to the house and show her everything she was missing. Called taking the high road. Why don't you come out and meet everybody? Motherhood is probably the most important. That was my fourth lover. It kept me up all night. Yeah.
They're both doing the same thing here. I think they're both jealous of each other. Grass is always greener situation.
The Aubreys had this huge party last night. What's Jägermeister?
Potion that makes the princess fall asleep? Well, this is like that, except you wake up in a frat house with a bad reputation.
That's a great explanation. But now Claire's friend is gonna see all those bottles, and what is she gonna think, right? Oh great, there's gonna be a fight going on too. Should have taken the high road, Claire, that's the lesson. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, what? Oh my gosh.
I believe you have something that belongs to me. My heart.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Oh! Hello? Dylan? Demon?
Text him.
Hey, buddy! Oh, friendly neighbors!
I didn't take her, she was just there.
Anne Hathaway movie? I don't think so!
Fight, let's just discuss this. Unimmature adults.
Unimmature, that's amazing,
Hi, I've been waiting for your call. No, now's perfect. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Let me just close my office door.
Oh, don't breathe in.
We're 100% clear on exactly what.
Oh, we're clear.
Are we? Are we?
You don't believe me?
You know, sometimes you can forget tiny details, like
how do you handle this?
Driving too fast?
Who said I was driving fast?
She knows what happened.
You like everyone else, huh? You blame the Latino driver. They always blame the Latino driver.
Where you come from isn't everybody a
Yeah.
Latino.
Yeah, I was gonna say, come on, in Colombia?
You think I'm guilty too? I don't need you as a lawyer anymore.
You're fired.
A driver is safer walking home.
He tried his best.
It's really cute.
Oh gosh, don't go inside. She's going to. I know.
Clothes and your poems? I'm doing it.
This is just the beginning.
Tearing out my heart. My daughter, Haley, boyfriend, Dylan.
Wait till you see the rat.
Jägermeister. Dad says it makes girls easier to kiss.
Alex, what are you doing?
Let me kill a rat.
And I should go. I know. Yeah.
Paris has never looked better.
He's definitely.
Oh shoot, oh shoot.
No, you should like this. Oh, gross.
Oh my gosh, no.
Will not regret this.
Sometime when you get a break. Phil.
Hey! Just concluding a little business. Very successfully, I might add.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
How long's it been?
A long time.
You guys are really gonna talk like this?
Thanks for coming by.
It's such a pleasure.
Looks great, doesn't she?
What is on your face? One time I bring somebody home who I want to impress. Booze-drenched hill people, underwear, and chasing rats.
It was just a perfect storm.
Can I say something?
No, you can't, Mario. Thank you all.
Ow! I told you I'd
That's
win.
just the cherry on top.
Hope you enjoyed that nice hot shower. 15-7 beatdown. Should have seen the look in that drop shot. Just kissed the wall. Splashdown. Got me again. Yep. It doesn't even bother me anymore. Do this all day. Here, another one for you. Give me a couple of them.
This poor guy.
Sauna back here. How big of a hurry are we? Biggest hurry of your life? Excuse me.
Took away all the joy of the victory.
I'm sorry, guys. It's true. I am a defensive driver.
She admits it. A defensive.
People just assume that I'm a bad driver, like a little bit of my fault. I'm still gonna need you as my lawyer, Mitch, because this one was not my fault, I promise.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot.
It was the big cupcake.
Not a bad driver.
Composing herself, taking a nice, long, peaceful walk in the park.
No. Oh gosh, some comfort food.
Comfort. All I wanted was to be with my family. Apologize to the people that I had belittled.
Dude, that song totally rules.
Dad, you're crazy.
Crazy right.
What song?
Hi, Mom.
You got some mustard or something on your face. I was a DJ in college. I had my own show, and I played Rick Astley.
They could have been petty. Really could have made me pay, but they didn't.
That's so cool of the whole family, honestly.
Why the hell couldn't Valerie have seen them like that?
Another classic hit. He's trying to win her back. I thought they already made up.
Haley and I got into another fight.
Say anything.
Good morning?
No, say anything.
Should I actually see that movie?
Say anything. Clutch movie.
Clutch movie. It's okay. It's not that heavy.
Alright, so that's Modern Family, Season 1, Episodes 13 and 14. I had fun with both those episodes. I really liked Episode 14. I feel like that was a standout episode. But for Episode 13, we had a lot of fun misunderstandings. Something I do appreciate about the show that I feel like I've been noticing more and more is how a lot of the episodes, they have like separate storylines, but there's a theme that's very consistent with what's going on. And I really feel like the theme, I mean, they kind of explained it. I'm not really revealing anything here, but I'd say the theme of episode 13 was people and their ability to change. And, you know, they ended the episode with Mitch kind of giving a little monologue, a speech, answering the question from the beginning of the episode, can people change? And Mitch was like 15%. And like I said during the reaction, I think there is a lot of truth to that. I mean, I think another way to say that is that people do change, but it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of time. Like, people very rarely change in a significant way overnight. And in certain ways, I think people don't change. I mean, I think if you looked at most people's lives from childhood till the end of their life, you would be able to see a consistent thread of just a base personality or certain tendencies in behavior. But that being said, I think there is a huge difference between people who are willing to put in the work and make an effort to adapt to certain circumstances in their life, and people who just get very comfortable and get caught up in the inertia of life and really stay a lot more consistent. So I do think there's a giant gap between people who make an effort to adapt and to change. I mean, some change is always inevitable as you get older, as the environment and the world around you changes. Most people are going to change to a certain extent. But I do think you can look at different people, whether it's yourself or other people in your life, and maybe it's even hard to really have a perspective on this without many years going by, but I think there is a big difference between people who are more adaptable, and that could honestly be a baseline personality trait, which could lead to a whole debate about nature versus nurture, which I'm not going to dive into right now. But I just like that focus of that kind of theme for all the different storylines, whether it's Jay, you know, being more accepting of his son and being more accepting of his friends, you know, who may or may not be gay. They didn't answer that question at the end, right? But I think that's, you know, I've said this many times, but I really like how they portray the character of Jay as someone from an older generation who, you know, a lot of things, as he said, you know, talking to Mitch, his world is kind of turned upside down in many ways. And I do think it's different for people from an older generation. It's really impossible to understand what it's like growing up in a different time period than what you grew up in. I mean, you can do your best to put yourself in someone else's shoes, but I think you really don't fully understand it unless you live that. So that's not to excuse bad behavior or say that, you know, the time period you grew up in justifies, you know, being closed-minded or being biased or anything like that. But what I'm saying is that I really appreciate how Mitch is patient with Jay, understanding that, you know, he's doing the best he can, and things might always be a little bit odd or awkward for him in certain ways. That doesn't mean he's not going to be a good dad, and he's not going to make an effort, especially with, you know, the help of people around him, like his son pushing him to do better, like Gloria, who's a great partner for Jay, you know, kind of pushing him outside of his comfort zone. And, you know, not to take the whole episode too seriously, but the storyline with Phil and Claire, as funny as it was, and it's extremely relatable for me as someone who struggles with technology. If it makes sense, like, I've never been someone who's caught up with the bells and whistles. You know, if I get a PC, for example, I don't care about the RGB lights one bit. I mean, that's a nice little extra thing if it looks cool, but to me, I want the PC to function well. I'm using it for work. I'm using it to edit, to use DaVinci Resolve. I don't care. You know, it's the same with running shoes. I could have the coolest looking running shoes in the world. I'm not going to care when I'm on a run and I'm exhausted. All I'm going to care about is, do my feet hurt or not? So my frustration with technology, yes, I have a lack of understanding like Claire. I just feel like it's one of those things that never has come easily for me, and I get impatient easily. But I also, to be in my defense and in the defense of all the Claires out there, I feel like there's a lot of technology where they just add extra stuff just to market it and just to sell it and just to overcomplicate things, because they have to add these like gimmicky things to new technology, whether it's a new phone or a new remote, just to try to advertise that or to make it feel like it has extra features. And I don't want that. I just want something with features that actually matter, that work well and in an easy way. Does anyone else relate to what I'm saying? I guess the Claires in the audience can relate. Anyone who's a Phil in the audience is probably laughing at me right now. Feel free to do so. But like I said, I think there's a serious point made in that episode, because Claire was willing to learn, as we saw at the end. I mean, I thought it was great how Phil teamed up with Haley to defeat Claire. That was just a hilarious thing. But, you know, Claire waking up her daughter to teach her about how to use the remote because she didn't want to have Phil kind of gloat and tease her about that. That was a funny moment, and I think that's a real thing. But I also think you could take that more seriously, like in the storyline with Jay and his son. For example, if Gloria wasn't so loving kind of in the way that she pushes Jay, and Mitch, honestly, as well, like the way that they're they're so great in helping Jay become a better person because their style of pushing him to do the right thing and be more open-minded and more accepting and more aware of what he's like and how he affects the people around him. That's how you change people. You know what I mean? Like, if you're like Phil with Claire and you just kind of gloat and make the other person uncomfortable or embarrassed, people don't want to change. I think that's really kind of a profound little thing that I'm sure was intentional by the writers of that episode. I think the second you start to belittle people or judge people for, even if it's behavior that is wrong or incorrect, it's very difficult to get them to change. But if your approach is one of love and gentle nudging, and sometimes tough love is needed, it can be a judgment call in a case-by-case basis. But I really think the best way to, especially for someone that you know or a friend or a loved one, if you want them to change, you don't want to lead in an aggressive, judgmental way. That's just a setup for failure. People are just resistant. Like, no one likes that feeling. And if you make people feel terrible when they're doing something, I don't think they're going to be more likely to do that. In fact, the opposite. So I like how you could look at the episode in a more serious kind of way with that theme, along with how funny, the different storylines were for that episode. Good thing Jay is rich. He could just casually loan a friend 20 grand, man. Not a lot of people can do that. But episode 14 I thought was really, really funny. I thought that episode stood out to me. I mean, we have Claire meeting up with an old friend, and you really see the difference in the two lives that they led. I mean, it was great to see Minnie Driver. She didn't play as extreme of a character as, Edward Norton and Elizabeth Banks did. I guess what I appreciate about that storyline is how it didn't shy away from some of the just hard realities of life. Like, you have to make choices in life, and every single choice that you make has a price. If you choose to have a beautiful, wonderful family and give up your career, you're going to get the rewards of that. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. You are going to miss out on having a career. And then when you see someone who has this crazy career and all this success and, the excitement of lovers in multiple places, if that's something that you're looking for, if that level of complexity and stimulation is what you want in your life, then you're not going to be able to have both. At least it's very, very difficult to pull off both. And if you do, I feel like you are going to damage one of those two things to some degree. But on the flip side of that, if you do have that exciting, career-driven, focused life, you lose out on having a family and things like that. So that's why I think it's really important, first of all, to understand that everything has a price. And when you make big decisions in your life, really think about it and do your best to not... I mean, it's impossible to escape it completely, but you don't want to be making decisions that affect your whole life because that's what you're supposed to do. You really want to try to look inside and feel like, what do I want? What actually makes me happy? And 20 years from now, would I rather have a great career and no kids? Or would I rather have a wonderful family and no career? And not that the choice has to be binary. Lots of people do both. But I'm just saying, there's sacrifices. Every single thing you do in life has a cost, and that's just the reality. I also think it's normal, even if you choose what truly makes you happy. I think Claire definitely, if she steps back and thinks about it, she made the right choice for her personality and who she is. But that doesn't mean you're not going to have second thoughts. And when you see someone else who has a life that is so different from yours and has maybe a level of excitement or just certain aspects to it that you don't have one bit, I think it's normal. I think it's just the classic case of the grass is always greener. But I really like the ending of that episode. I like how they showed that Claire was upset. I mean, it was the worst timing ever, but I like how they did that. That was really, really funny how when she's trying to show off her family to her friend to feel better about the choices she made in her life, Claire ends up doing the complete opposite, and everyone is in the worst possible situation. That's just one of those things I feel like could happen in life. The one time everything goes wrong in your home is the one time you try to show off your home to your friend who you haven't seen in forever. But I like how they didn't shy away from Claire being upset and, going out and having a burger on her own, just to feel better about herself, and then she feels guilty about how she treated her family and took out all her frustration on them. But the ending was really heartwarming with, no one giving her a hard time and everyone just like welcoming her back, like, come sit down, have some pizza, hang out with the family. And in that moment, I think that's where you could see Claire relax and feel grateful for how wonderful it was to have a family to come home to. And more importantly than that, and I think this is another kind of deeper level of meaning that the writers put in this episode, but you don't want to be making choices in life to show off to other people. And so yes, maybe a family isn't nearly as cool to show off to a friend as a crazy career where you're working in Europe and you're working on the fancy floor and all this, you know, all the accolades and money and status that comes along with that. But at the end of the day, that isn't really what sits with you in life, right? I mean, trying to impress other people. I mean, I could easily see someone who has, you know, a lot of things to show off on social media, for example, sitting alone at the end of the night, having dinner, feeling really, really unhappy. And Claire has the opposite. She may not have those things to show off, all the fancy, flashy things, but what she does have is in the moments when no one's looking and there's no one there to be impressed, she has genuine, real happiness. And so I just think they did so many things with that storyline, and I'm making all this after talk really serious and boring, but the episode didn't do it in a boring way. It was really fun, really silly, really hilarious. But I had a great time with both those episodes, and like I said, I just really like how the writing of the show has many different layers, like both with the jokes that are just almost non-stop, you know, the craziness of the actual storylines themselves, and then a lot of deeper meanings that you can get if you kind of step back and think about it. I think it takes a lot of work to put all of that into a short sitcom, like 20-minute episode. And so I'm grateful that's the level of effort and talent that the writers have on this show. But I hope you guys enjoy those reactions. As always, you want to watch along the full unedited reaction along with future reactions of Modern Family and support the channel. That is all up on Patreon. The link is in the description down below. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.